Good morning, Center for Spiritual Living, Palm Desert. Welcome to Sunrise Service here at the Civic Center. It's so wonderful to be here with you today. We have a great program today. Reverend Charles is going to be talking about being your authentic self and our music. We have amazing music. We have our own Scott Smith and Alicia Bates. So I can't wait to hear them and to be participating in this amazing service today. So let's turn it over to our wonderful music.
Good morning, CSL. It's Alicia. I hope that you are having a wonderful Sunday morning. The song I'm about to sing is called Waiting for Life. It's from a show called Once on This Island. It's about a girl who's looking for a little bit more in her life. It's a little not great at the time, and I'm sure we can all relate to that, so I hope you guys enjoy.
What I wouldn't give to have a new life. One thing I have learned as I go through life, nothing is for free along the way. A new start, that's the thing I need to give me new heart.
So this is what's happening this week at our center, online always right now. And as usual, it's a great week. So on Monday, Reverend Charles is continuing his interviews of our new ministers. So join Reverend Brad and Reverend Charles at 10 o'clock on Monday. On Tuesday, join Reverend Charles and Jeffon as they continue their book study. You don't want to miss that. And then on Wednesday, of course, we have a great conversation again with the Sensational Six. Always very thought-provoking and always very entertaining. And then Thursday, Reverend Charles again will be continuing with his interviews with our new ministers, and he will be interviewing our new Reverend Lori Savage. And then, of course, Friday is Reverend Charles' Life on Love. And then Saturday, don't forget, we have our meditation. So please join that. And then, of course, everything's at 10 o'clock on that day. And then don't forget, on Sundays at 11 o'clock, there is a virtual prayer room, just like we used to have at the 1 Minute Miracles after service. But it's at 11 o'clock. There is a button there you can click, and it will take you right into a prayer room, and you will have one-on-one prayer with one of our practitioners. So make sure you avail yourself of that. So let us enjoy this service together. Right now, we're going to go into our mission statement. So now let us together say our mission statement. We are a dynamic, open, and positive faith community that accepts all religions. Our mission is to awaken you to your divine nature, empowering you to create the life of your dreams. We are changing lives one heart at a time. So let us go into meditation right now. So please, wherever you are, let's just close your eyes, relax, take a deep breath in as we commune with that oneness that we call life. Let us just open our hearts, knowing that we are preparing ourselves to hear today's message.
Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, and everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, and everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to this present moment here, to this new beginning here, and I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul.
So please join me in consciousness as I say our prayer today. Open your hearts, recognizing that there is one power, one presence. It is life expressing itself in a multitude of ways. All of them are perfect. It is the abundance, the love, the joy, the health. And I know as I speak this word, I speak it for all of us, that we are one with this divine presence. We are the heartbeat of this universe, each and every one of us. That heart of spirit is our heart, our heartbeat. Every breath we take is from spirit. So we walk into this truth, we walk into this power, we walk into our authentic selves today, recognizing that what we give out into the world, the love, the joy, the laughter, it returns back to us, pressed down and overflowing. So we know that that's perfection of spirit is manifesting in health in us, in the abundance, in the joy. And so recognizing that we live in this universe surrounding us, cheering us forward, knowing that it is guiding us to our right place, to our right time, to that life that we came here to experience. So knowing that all is well, knowing that all is unfolding perfectly in our life, in the life of the center, in the life of all our loved ones, and in the life of humanity, we say thank you. And I release my word as law, knowing that this is the truth, knowing that this is so, and together we say, and so it is. Amen.
Show me the way, show me the way. Your love will light my way. Show me the way, show me the way, show me the way, show me the way. Your joy will light my way, my way. Show me the way, show me the way, show me the way, show me the way. Your peace will light my way, my way. Show me the way, show me the way, show me the way, show me the way. Your truth will light my way, my way. And your love will light my way, my way. And your joy will light my way, my way. And your peace will light my way, my way. And your truth light my way. Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om.
A stranger
Good morning. My name is Mimi Nichols, and I am the Director of Concierge for the Center for Spiritual Living. One of our unique aspects that we have at this center is this love and this high energy that spreads throughout our community. And by that I mean we welcome all people, denominations and organizations, orientations. We recognize them, we welcome them, we appreciate the beauty of who they are. I love the fact that I'm the director of the concierge for our center. My job is to make you feel welcomed in your spiritual home, and my goal is to make you feel comfortable and safe. I'm one of the first faces that you see when you enter the center. One of my other greatest joys is welcoming newcomers that haven't experienced the teachings of our center. And during service, I always observe our new guests. I always take a look and see, and it never ceases to amaze me, the awakening that I see on their faces. And once I see that look, I know they soon will be part of our spiritual family and a stranger no more. So due to the way the world is today and some of the challenges that we are facing, we are not able to see you personally into our center. But we do have wonderful classes that I'm sure a lot of you have experienced and seen. But rest assured, Reverend Charles and his staff misses his congregation. So let's just take a moment right here and right now and affirm that soon we will all be together again in our spiritual home in person. And until that, we're going to keep the lights on and save that special seat just for you. So thank you and have a wonderful day.
Oh, wasn't that great? Alicia and Scott were just amazing. Brings back such great memories of being with them in the sanctuary. So right now we're going to do our offertory. And so I want you to just recognize how abundant you are, and knowing that what you give comes back pressed down and overflowing, and that everything that you give supports all that we do every day during the week to spiritually feed you. And so as a universal principle, we know that what we give out comes back to us pressed down and overflowing. So there are multiple ways there on the page that you can give. Just click the button, you can do PayPal, you can do the little code thing. There's just, please, support the center so that we can continue to come to you every day of the week. Thank you ahead of time. We love you. Now, it is time for Reverend Charles's talk. I'm really excited. He gave us a little sneak preview of what he was going to talk about. So let's just enjoy this with open hearts and be who you are in this moment.
All right, good morning, beautiful Center for Spiritual Living, Palm Desert. So great to be back with you on another Sunday morning. We're back here again at beautiful Civic Center Park. It's, what time is it? Early, and we're recording. I love being out here this early. It's so magnificent. Here with Dr. Laura, my partner in spiritual crime. As I've said, we're here teaming up the spiritual crime lords to steal away from you any self-doubt. To be thieves in the middle of the night, that when you have any doubt or wonderment about your life or who you are or what you're capable of, that we come and steal any doubt, steal any shame, steal any ideas of less than. Spiritual crime, right, Dr. Laura? Say it.
Spiritual gangster.
Spiritual gangster. So anyway, we're here at the park having some fun. And I want to share this morning with you about authenticity and what it means to be authentic and share and live an authentic life. Sometimes it's really easy to get caught up in the world, right? And the stuff. And when we get caught up, we forget who we are. When we get caught up, we have a tendency to forget where we come from, that we're a divine idea in the mind of God, as a living expression of God, here to make manifest the glory of God. That's living authentic life. And when we don't do that, we start to experience some things that are other than our true divine nature. And we'll get into that in just a little bit. One of the rally cries, if you will, that I've begun, that I love, something that inspires me, that if I'm feeling particularly lost, or if I'm feeling a little bit in the darkness, that I go to in order to remind me of who I am and what I'm doing here. And it's the first chapter in the first paragraph of the first chapter of this thing called You by Dr. Ernest Holmes. And it always reminds me of who I am and the real work, the authentic work that I and you are here to be about in this life. It goes like this. You, like all others, are seeking the joy of living. You wish to be needed, to be loved, to be included in the great drama of life. This urge exists in every individual. It is in everything. The rose exists to express beauty. Root and branch conspire with nature to give birth to blossom. An artist will starve in his garret that he may chisel an angelic form from a slab of marble, compelling the unyielding substance to accept his breath of creation. I don't have a pulpit, so I just throw the book down here on Jeff's sacred cart. That's a fun thing about being out here without a pulpit. We just do what we do and wheel and deal. The artist will starve in his garret in the chamber of his life, that he might chisel an angelic form from the unyielding substance. How often in life does it feel like we're living inside of an unyielding substance? That there's what we have to do, our needs being met, food, water, clothing, housing, the fundamentals. And then beyond that, sometimes we get lost in who we are here to express, who we are here to be, what we're here to share. We get lost in the 9 to 5, we get lost in the job, we get lost in the things that we have to do, and we forget what we're here to do. And that is to chisel an angelic form out of our lives. And this is an authentic life. Root and branch conspire to give birth to blossom. That you are meant to be in a conspiracy with the living presence that is your life to give birth to a magnificent angelic creation that is as beautiful as a rose. This is your life that you seek to be included and to be needed. How do we do that? We do that by living our authentic life. You and I do that by diving deep into our own heart and making a sincere inquiry into who we really are. Diving deep into our own soul to be reminded of what we're doing here. Diving deep into our own heart, mind, and soul, the beautiful triune nature of our being, to have a sincere inquiry into what am I here to deliver as a general idea. I'm so grateful that many years ago, through my inner inquiry, it's been revealed over and over again, starting 25, 30 years ago. Freedom is my word. To actually be free, to express freedom, to be free to express freedom and be free to express. That is share all of who I am. And I know that there have been plenty of times in my life where I've repressed that because of what somebody else had to say about me, where I've repressed it because of what somebody else thought about what I should say or shouldn't say. Repressed it when the kids in second grade made fun of me because I was wearing Jesus sandals, and how that squashed my desire simply to be alive, to express myself, just to be comfortable in my own skin, because I didn't want anybody laughing at me. I didn't want anybody saying I was wrong. I didn't want anybody dismissing my essence. How often do we do that, folks? I know when I check in with myself, it's almost like a daily, over and over again, discipline to remind myself, along with Ernest Holmes, to remind myself to be authentic. And that if I'm not singing my song, there's a fundamental piece of life that is missing. You know, sometimes I think, how many songs are there in the world? hundreds of millions of songs that have ever been created, that have ever been sung, that have ever been what's the word when you're making a song? Composed. Hundreds of, billions maybe. And sometimes I think, well, there are plenty of ministers out there. There are plenty of sermons that have already been given. I mean, what if the singer said, I don't need to sing my song because there's already been so many songs created? What if I said, I don't need to give this particular message or this particular talk because that talk's probably already been given? Some minister at some point's already said that. What if I didn't get out of bed this morning because I thought, there's plenty of other ministers out there doing their work. Better than I am. Got a more profound message than I do. Have more viewers than I do. And that keeps me in bed in the morning because I don't think that my particular message is needed. Or the singer doesn't think that their particular song is required. Or the poet doesn't think that their poem is needed to hear by the ears of humanity. And that's the thing, is that we all bring a different flavor. There are 7-8 billion different truths being expressed simultaneously on this planet. And we need to be authentic. God loves wonderful variety. The sweet variety of life. To be here and to express it. And that's what makes life so juicy. Even in the midst of these times where it appears there's so much disagreement. And there's so much red this and blue that. And so many strong opinions. Opinions are beautiful. Individual truths are beautiful, so long as we're expressing them authentically and willing to hear somebody else's truth authentically. That's the divine meeting the divine. That's the very definition of namaste. I see you. You see me. Let's together weave this wonderful tapestry of life in our authenticities. In Ernest Holmes, in the glossary, this is a definition of individuality, the real idea of man, as distinguished from the outer personality. Each one is a separate entity. Remember a few weeks ago I talked about separate but not separated? Separate but not separated. Each one is a separate entity in mind, and no two are alike. Each is an individualized center of God consciousness. We are born with our individuality. Our personality is the use we make of our divine individuality. And all of us, each of us, have a different personality within the one. So we're living in one poem, and each one of us has a particular something to contribute that makes the poem so much more beautiful. And what happens when we don't? What happens when we squash our authenticity? What happens when we listen to the people that are laughing at us? What happens when we listen to the people that send that mail in? What happens when we listen to the people that have those opinions about us and we repress? If we repress, we get frustrated. We become that stagnant pool of water. And anything that's stagnant for too long is fraught with sickness and illness and yuckiness, and it starts to stink. You ever been about a pool of water that has had no movement for a long period of time? Wouldn't you rather be sitting by that beautiful river that's rushing with the sound of the babbles and the flow of the water, that authenticity of you expressing, and you can't hold it back because it's such a powerful force rushing through you? That's life happening. And in that cesspool, in that pool of stagnation, we begin to see that there's something more for us. Sometimes you have to get a good smell of yourself to see, oh, I'm not living my authentic life. Sometimes we have to realize that we are stagnant in order to be woken up. And that's what someone like a character like Jesus, the divine idea of Jesus, the metaphysical idea of the Christ, when someone like that comes along to shake the tree, to rattle us into a new idea. And I want to speak about Jesus a little bit this morning, and how Jesus actually invited each one of us into our authenticity through his ministry and through the Christ consciousness that lived inside of him. The Christ means the anointed one that lives inside each one of us. And this character came along thousands of years ago. This character came along to wake us up. How did he do that? And what did his life look like, the temple of it, generally speaking? Break it into 4 parts. First was his ministry. And think about this in your life as well. Think about this as perhaps 4 phases that you might go through. 4 phases that you might go through over the course of a lifetime or in a day, and how that looks. So think about it. I break it down to as simple as possible. Think about these in a day. There's ministry. When you feel alive and you're expressing yourself. Jesus first was in his ministry. He came to share a life-giving message that each one of us are the anointed one, that God and I are one, that God and you are one, that each one of us live and are from the presence, that you and I are the son and daughter blessed with an original blessing. Not an original sin, an original blessing, here to express something. Jesus first came with ministry, a powerful message of expression, of authenticity, of fully being himself. And what happened in the midst of that? First, he was loved and adored. Then came the persecution. Then came, if we think about this story as far as consciousness, there was pure, unmitigated, fruitful, authentic expression. And then there was ridicule. And those voices perhaps in consciousness, those doubts in consciousness that can show up where we move from full expression, full authenticity, to then someone or some group of people coming along and saying, whoa, 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 what are you talking about? We don't want to hear that junk. We don't want to hear that mess. What are you talking about? The way you talk about it. We've been doing it this way for thousands of years. And now all of a sudden you're coming and telling us that we actually are the anointed one? Now you're coming to tell us that we are actually the sons and daughters of God? Whoa, there's only one God, pal. And then the persecution happens. And those voices of doubt take hold. And then comes repression. Then comes betrayal. We feel betrayed by others, and then if we take those voices on, we betray ourselves. And we no longer allow ourselves to be authentic, to sing our heart song. So for me personally, what that would be is no longer am I committed to expressing the idea of freedom. All of a sudden, I'm in jail in my own mind because I'm afraid of what someone's going to say about me. I'm afraid of being ridiculed. I'm afraid of being laughed at like the sandals back in 2nd grade. Or that I might say the wrong word right now and somebody's going to say something because we've been doing it at Center for Spiritual Living Palm Desert for so long, a certain way. I know, here comes along Reverend Charles. Who does he think he is? He's going to say it that way? This is me being authentic. This is what it is. This is how it is. So again, back to the story of Jesus. Ministry, pure expression, form, a new idea, a breakthrough, a new thought in human consciousness as it relates to our own divinity. And then betrayal. And then individuals come along and say, we don't want to hear that junk anymore. You're wrong. And then crucifixion. And then we crucify ourselves. We kill off part of ourselves that is here to express that beauty. We kill it off. Like cutting off our own arm. We stop expressing because we become more interested in what they have to say about me than what the divine is seeking to express through me. We become more interested in the ridicule than in the glory that exists within us and expressing that. But then what happens? After we've been repressed for so long, or after we realize that we are stagnant, after we realize that we are sick, or after we've killed that part of us off, what can happen? Redemption, resurrection. Well, we actually begin to see we become stronger because of that walk that we just went through. We become stronger because we've been betrayed. We become stronger because we have been crucified. We become stronger because we've walked through that valley of the shadow of death and decided to declare, I shall fear no evil. Which simply means I shall fear none of the backlash, none of the talking heads, none of what other people have to say, none of the laughter, none of the funk that might be coming at us. We say, I shall fear no evil, and then we begin to minister all over again. And to minister simply means to express your gift, to express your life, to share your love, to share your beauty, to share your song, to share your poem, to get inside of the garret of your own consciousness and chisel out of what seems like an unyielding substance, to share your unique gift and to stand back and behold, at the end of the day when you put your head on the pillow, to stand back and behold the wonderful creation that you have demonstrated because of your artistry today, because of your authenticity today. You and I have to sing our songs. And if we don't, the world is missing something. And the world is missing something if we don't sing our song, because you and I are here. And we are here for a reason. We are here for a purpose. So from my lips to your ears this morning, I want you to hear you mean something. We need you. I need you. Dr. Laura needs you to share your authenticity. Because if you don't, we're all lost somehow. If we don't all get to stand up tall, then we're not all standing up tall. To stand up tall, to share our unique gift, to be ourselves, to be love, and share it. And I'm going to go to my note sheet to see that I've missed anything, because I don't want to. I covered it all. Here's what I want to leave you with this morning. I love you, and I'm willing to accept your love, and that's an authentic life. Authentic simply means know who you are and be about it. Don't become stagnant just because you've been alive for 45 years or 65 years or 25 years or 85 years. Keep diving in and inquiring. Keep exploring who you are and emerge out of the laboratory of your inner life, expressing all of your glory and magnificence today. I need you. The world needs you. Minister today. You may be betrayed. Someone's always going to laugh at you or have a differing opinion. If you do crucify yourself and cut yourself off from expressing, be resurrected and come back around to sharing who you really are. A rose, shining, smelling, looking magnificent this morning. God bless you. Be your authentic self. Make this the best day ever. Much love.
Oh, that was a great talk. Be your authentic self. And I love it. I love it. And we know that Reverend Charles is always his authentic self. And that's part of the reason we like him so much. So let's tie this all together with a closing prayer and wishing you and knowing for you a wonderful week. So let's just take a deep breath in. So right here, that breath that I take, it is spirit. It is that life force. It is the universe expressing in its multiplicity of ways. Standing here in the Civic Center, in the center of this nature, recognizing the beauty that we are surrounded by always. So I open my heart and my eyes, knowing that I am one with all of it, knowing that I am this unique, authentic expression of God. So in this moment, in this day, knowing that life is unfolding according to this divine plan, knowing that in each moment I am my authentic love, coming from that love, seeing love wherever I go, seeing the abundance, seeing the joy, the health, and knowing that what I see returns back to me in its perfect form. So I relax in that awareness. I relax that all I have is this moment. And in this moment, I am authentic. I am that pure spirit expressing my love, my beauty, my joy, my abundance. And so I am grateful. I'm grateful for this service. I'm grateful for this center. I'm grateful for the message that Reverend Charles gave us today to open our hearts, to remember who we are, to always speak our word from love, to always show up as love and peace and joy in everything we do. So I am thankful. I am grateful for this opportunity, for this day, to experience life in all its magnificence. I know it is all good because it is all God. So I release my word as law, knowing that it is the truth, knowing that it is done. And together we say, and so it is. Amen. Namaste, everyone. Have a fabulous week. We'll see you on Monday.